The next up, I&I Phase 2 resolution.
There's the other one. There's for Delancey. There's a
geez.
4G1 and a 4G2.
I'm sorry. The next up is the same resolution, but it's for Delancey Avenue. My bad. I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Sally. Phase 1 and Phase 2, I&I. Jerry, you want to just give us a brief?
Yeah, so this is the continuation of our sewer remediation project as it was mandated many years ago. This is the second part of it, the second phase of it. We work within the same contract. And so this is for the Harbor Heights area, the Rhinebeck area, from South Barry to the Harrison line, and the West Basin, and there's another one that slips my mind. So this would be the finalization of that project. This is about an 18-month project and requires a lot of replacement. So there's Department of Health with reporting and approvals that are required as well.
Thank you. Glenn, you want to say something about this?
Yeah, this is what I was mentioning before the end of my statement. A lot of the replacements on the smaller streets due to health regulations, like we have a 3-inch pipe, I believe you have to have a 6-inch pipe or 8-inch pipe. Therefore, they have to trench my street no matter what. Any street that's being trenched, it might behoove the village to let the residents know, because if you're going to open up the street anyway, and a lot of houses, like my house is 90, 100 years old, we have old clay pipes, and, I can then make a decision. Maybe I want to replace my pipe the same time the street is opened anyway. That way, 2 years from now or a year from now, I don't have to open up what was just done and then do it. If there's any way that if somebody wants to coordinate, with their plumber and the village when the street is opened up to at that time, because the trench is open anyway, do the connection, then, when the village seals it up, they don't have to worry about it being dug up again. The work on the house is done.
Don't they usually just line the pipe with PVC?
It matters how much damage there is, how much blockage there is, and such like that. But even if they're just lining the pipe at the end, you still want to make sure that it's hooked up and solid. The other one is, of course, we'll have to. I assume that Dan Cernoff might be on vacation, but when he gets back, tell him to sharpen his pencil, and let's see if we can go out and get a grant for Phase 2 to help with the cost. Thank you.
Thanks, Lynn.
Mayor, it was Glenn's neighborhood that I couldn't remember. I don't know how that happened.
Stuart Tiekert, at the top. I'd just like to say that this is the most bizarre resolution I've seen to, I guess it's just give a contract away again with no competitive procurement. Has Phase 1 been completed? Sally, can you stop the clock?
No, I'm doing something.
Well, doesn't this board want to know if we've finished Phase 1 before you give, not award, give a contract for another $3 million when the first contract overran by 30%? Just seems like, it's our tax dollars this board is spending. So It just seems like a logical question. The law says you have to do competitive procurement on anything over $35,000. This is almost 10 times that. I'm sorry, 100 times that. It's $3.154 million. So, I mean, I'm a senior. I'm not making a lot of money now, and this is my taxes going for this. So I would just hope that somebody on the board would know if Phase 1 was completed before you give a contract to a vendor who went 30% over.
I don't think Phase 1 is completed. They're still in the village, and it was explained to us at the work session that, because I asked the question about why this was a change order, since it was essentially Phase 2, not Phase 1. And the response I got was that they were giving us the same rate that they had previously, and they were able to mobilize rapidly. And as we're under a consent decree, we have to get this done.
Right. I heard that. I don't think there's an exemption for that in procurement law, that they're giving you the same rate. It's a different contract. It should have competitive procurement. And the other thing I'll bring up is that I think combined with this is another $200,000 to Kellard Sessions to inspect this. And I just want to say that I tried to get records. Their Kellard Sessions oversight on this says that they will prepare construction inspection reports. They shall provide daily construction oversight. They'll review work performed to verify quantities. They'll prepare meeting agendas and minutes. 3 years, millions of dollars out to Kellard Sessions. And not one record has been made available about the work they've done.
Thank
Not
you.
one.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I would expect you would expect more from your consultant.
Thank you.
And from your village manager, and that you all always take
Your
the
time
choice
is up.
to follow the law, Tom.
Well, you can't follow a timer.
I'm sorry, you let plenty of other people run over, Tom. You can't pick and choose. You should learn that.
No, stop.
Good night. Thank you.
Yeah, good night. Sleep well. Criteria. Policy for planting of native species at village-owned parks.
Well-
Oh, yeah, I need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll.
Trustees Rawlings. Yiza Reed. Young.
Yes.
Lucas.
No, because I think it's not a change order. It's a second phase of the contract.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you know what? Tom, don't say yes, of course. This is a question I asked earlier.
Yeah.
It's not a change order.
And
It's a
it-
new contract.
Aye. This is something that we have to get done, post haste. We are under a consent decree, and we could be...
We are under a
we could
consent
be-
decree.
I'm talking, Nora. We could be dragged into court at any moment,
Okay.
and, so we can't fiddle around, and it's part of, what has been going on in the community. Jerry and the village manager and the staff at DPW has been working really hard to keep us out of court because we will lose substantially in court.
Tom, I understand it, but we issued the contract December 2020 for Phase 1. And this is why I was surprised to see change order number 5 to a contract that's 2.5 years old. It's Phase 2, and that's. I think we've known about it. I know we've been doing a lot of things. I do think that we have to be careful about how we bid. We might have picked the same contract, but we might have gotten the same response. We might have gotten the best bid from the contractor that we were using, but there have been. It is change order number. It's Phase 2, but it's billed as change order or advertised as change order number 5 because there were a lot of change orders in this contract. So that's my my feeling is we have to be really, look what's happening with the state. We need to really be mindful about how we're spending money.
Okay, next item. Yeah, go ahead.
So, Nora, what you were saying, so it's not necessarily about, is it about the contractor, the usage of the contractor, the wording, or it's the, it's the money used, it's the fund used,
So-
or all the above?
We signed a contract for Phase 1. This is Phase 2. We're just calling it a change order for Phase 1. I think we probably should have handled it differently.
So changing the wording to say?
No, it's
No,
not
she wanted to
changing
put
the
it out to
wording.
bid.
We'd have to have done procurement and gotten estimates.
I mean, but we're under the gun on a consent, I mean, this is, so how long would that take?
If you don't remember the email, Mr. Spolzino said that we could approve it as a change order and that it was the same contract. It's just, we send a lot of emails
Okay.
and you don't get to read them.
I may have missed that one.
I don't need to answer somebody when the board doesn't ask me questions for it.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying, I may have missed that.
We made a determination and we're good. If
Okay.
not, there's no way in hell that I'm going to put a $3.5 million contract in front of you. That's insane. Holy heck.
Okay.